Hey everyone, my name is Chadfiles and welcome back to Blader Spotlight. This is episode 2 of the Blader Spotlight series where we take a closer look at bladers in the model bladers community and their bays. My bay is Nemesis, a left spinning attack type with very jagged attack points and insane burst resistance. Here are some of the more notable versions of my bay. This one right here is Slash Nemesis. It was part of a custom system I made almost 2 years ago now. It's significant because it's one of the first working models of Nemesis that didn't have any problems. This is Scythe Nemesis. It's my first switch frame Nemesis, and first switch frame bay in general. It was made for Quake and Bacon's switch frame contest. This is Execution Nemesis. It was made after the switch frame contest when I started realizing that I wasn't as far ahead as I thought I was. This is Purge Nemesis. It never really got any time on my channel, or anywhere really, because it required some very special screws and rubber filament to print, but it was still one of my favorite bays that I've ever made. My current Nemesis is called Zodiac Nemesis. We'll touch more on that later. Let's talk about Nemesis and how it's evolved over the past 2 years. When I started out with Slash Nemesis, I was very new to 3D modeling and knew nothing about Beyblade in general, so I had no idea what I was doing. Because of that, it doesn't perform up to par with some of the newer releases. And moving on to Scythe Nemesis, when I made it, I didn't quite understand how the switch frame system worked. I made it too thin, and overall it was just not very good. The shape was bad, and it was just not good. When I got to Execution, by then I had known more how the switch frame system works and how Beyblade worked in general. So, for that reason, it's one of my most well-known versions of it. Moving on to Purge Nemesis, I had used the idea of an embedded disc and rubber before, but I never really applied it to Nemesis. So I bought myself a roll of TPU, which is rubberized filament, and I got to work. After a few test battles, I realized it wasn't really as good as I thought it could be. So it was ultimately scrapped and thrown away. Not to be seen in any battles ever. Moving on to Zodiac, it has a special gimmick that I'm going to explain in a few seconds. Zodiac Nemesis is a bay with a very unique gimmick. On the underside of the layer, it has extra teeth that act as a secondary locking mechanism. It also has a special part that puts on the disc that has rubber teeth on it that lock with the inside of the layer, making it very, very burst resistant, but not unburstable. The layer itself has removable teeth that set into the layer, like so. It also has very jagged attack points that help it dish out very powerful attacks. On the other side of the layer, you can see it's also a very thick layer, and it has the teeth that help the gimmick. Thanks for watching to the very end of the video. If you like what you see here, please consider liking the video and subscribing to our channel, because it motivates us to make more content for viewers like you to watch. If you'd like to get in on the action, great. We have a Discord server that should be linked in the video description so that you can join in on all the blading fun. Stay tuned for more Blader Spotlight videos in the near future.